everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Annisa Agustina. Usually people call me Annisa or Nisa. Okay, in this moment I want to share the answers about the questions of interpreting versus translation. Okay, let's get started. Questions number 1. What are the differences between translation and interpreting? The answer is translation means that we will receive a document to translate word by word must be correct and detailed. It takes a long time and usually for a legal contract or a document. While interpreting means immediately tell what the other person is saying. An interpreter can making their argument in a completely different way using different sentences or different words, and usually for meetings or conferences. And translators mean reads and writes, whereas interpreters mean listens and speaks. Questions number 2. Basically, how many kinds of interpreting? Explain and give examples. The answer is there are two main kinds of interpreting. First, interpretation consecutive is when the speaker speaks for a few minutes and an interpreter takes notes, and then the speaker stops and the interpreter gives an interpretation of what they said, and then the speaker starts again, and so on. Second, interpretation simultaneous is when the interpreter immediately interpreting the speaker's ideas so that someone else can listen straight away, and it's very good for meeting or conferences. Questions number 3. What kinds of people who want to be an interpreter? The answer is people who like the stress of the excitement of interpreting because they have to understand what the other person say and interpret it straight away. People who enjoy the adrenaline of having to get it right without waiting. Questions number 4. What is another aspect of interpreting? The answer is interpreters tend to attend a lot of meetings and travel around the world. Questions number 5. What is the best thing of interpreting? The answer is the best thing about interpreting is that it is exciting and creative, also challenging. Then there is a lot of adrenaline and enjoyable pressure when people are doing interpreting. Questions number 6. What the other advantages of interpreting? The answer is people will attend to the interesting and various conferences, also meet a lot of people that kinds of VIPs. People might also come to the places that would never have seen. An interpreter might find herself or himself in some big castle somewhere, or going to fancy dinner where you will be eating the same fancy food as a delegate. Okay, I think that's all that I can answer about the questions of interpreting versus translation. See you and goodbye.